203 minus 20 times square root of 6 all under square root. We have to simplify it. For these types of question in the square roots, when there is a radical inside the square root, we need to remove this square root. If we can write these two numbers in terms of a plus minus b whole square, then this whole square can remove the square root. Now let's try on this principle. 203 minus 20, we can write it as 2 times 10 and then times square root of 6 all under square root. 203 minus 2 times 10, we can write it as square root of 10 square and then times square root of 6 all under square root. How it's possible? Because you see, square root of a, it's equal to a raised to the power of 1 upon 2. When we square it, exponent is also multiplied to 2. So this 2 and 2 gets cancelled. So any number can be written as square of its square root. So we can write 10 as square root of 10 square. Again, square root of a times square root of b, we can write it as a times b under square root. So this we can write 203 minus 2 times 10 times 10 times 6 under square root, then all under square root, or 203 minus 2 times equals to 10 times 10 is 100 times 6 is 600 all under square root. Now 203 minus 2 times 600, we can write it as 200 times 3 under square root, or 203 minus 2 times 200 under square root times 3 under square root, then all under square root. Now 203 we can write it as 200 plus 3 minus 2 times 200 times square root of 3 under square root. Now 200 you can write square root of 200 square plus 3 as square root of 3 square minus 2 times 200 under square root times 3 under square root, then all under square root. Now if you consider 200 under square root as a and 3 under square root as b, then it is in the form of a square plus b square minus 2ab, and this is equal to a minus b whole square. So we write it as square root of 200 minus square root of 3 whole square, then under square root, remove the square root with the square. Now we have 200 under square root minus 3 under square root. 200 under square root we can write 10 square times 2 under square root minus 3 under square root, or 10 times square root of 2 minus square root of 3. This is our answer. So here you can write 203 minus 20 times square root of 6 all under square root equals to 10 times square root of 2 minus square root of 3. How did you solve it? Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.